So I'm going to be starting off with that unknown fluffy brush that I always use, going into the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm taking the colour Salted Caramel just on that fluffy brush, tapping off the excess, and this is going to be the perfect transition shade. Next, I am going to be taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended brush. I'm going to be using the flatter side of the brush, and I'm going to be dipping into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to go in with Venetian Red. This palette is very powdery, so I suggest tapping off the excess, and then I'm going to pack this on the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm just going to bring it in a little bit towards like the center and not so much the inner corner, but just like in my crease there. And yes, I know it looks hella messy and scary at the moment, but like I said in my last video, don't worry because we're going to blend it all out. So I'm going to go back in and take that blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So obviously this palette does give a lot of fallout, and I probably should have kept my under eye bake on, but I didn't. So I've just gone and added a little bit of loose powder, a loose translucent powder under my eyes just to catch any of the fallout. Next I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette, and again taking it on that Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and it is like a brown shade, so we're just going to deepen the crease a little bit. So I'm just taking that on like my outer V and then going back in with my blending brush, and I think I'm just going to take Red Ochre and I want to blend that out. Now just on a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to be taking Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette and just tapping off the excess. And I'm just going to go in and clean up my inner corner. So I'm just taking that and I'm kind of like buffing out whatever the colour is. So you can see it is brightening it up as well. So the transition shades are pretty much done. What we're going to move on to next is we're just going to cut the lid with some concealer. So I'm just using my Maybeline Fit Me concealer. I'm going to put some of that on the back of my hand. So you guys know that I am fully self-taught. I'm not a qualified makeup artist at all, nor do I claim to be one. So doing this cut crease always scares me, but let's see how we go. So I'm just going to take the Real Techniques. It's just a little flat brush, and I'm going to take some of my concealer and just start from the inner corner of my eye. And then I learned this from Michael Finch, just to, when you have hooded eyes, to go like that, and it gives you the guide for where you should have your cut crease. While it's still a bit tacky, I'm going to go into that MAC palette. It's called Burgundy X9, so it's just the 9 eyeshadows, and I'm going to go in with the gold shadow from that one. And for some more intensity, I'm just going to wet my brush with some Fix Plus, because this is going to hopefully take it to another level, and then go in again. These eyeshadows I find work really well with Fix Plus, maybe because they're MAC, maybe they are meant to, but I'm not 100% sure, but they work really well with Fix Plus. Yeah, that looks a lot better, a lot more pigmented. I might actually take my finger and see how that goes. Okay, I'm going for these long ass nails, but it's okay. But I feel like if you take it on your finger, it's gonna work heaps better. So I'm just gonna let this set set for a little bit now. I'm going to just take that Mecca Maxima 16 brush. It's just a little pointed end brush, and from that MAC the 9 shades palette, I'm going to take the darker shade in that palette, and I'm just going to run that around the edges of where I cut my lid, so like the rest of the eyelid that's not obviously cut, I'm just going to kind of blend it in. And then just even taking it a little bit higher just to kind of clean up any of the cut crease that I may have stuffed up. So now I think we are ready for the liquid eyeliner for this look. So what I'm going to be using, because obviously I don't have like a purpley burgundy eyeliner, I'm going to be taking a Kourt K liquid lipstick. For the eyeliner, I'm just going to take a little flat angled brush, and I'm going to see if I can do my eyeliner with that. If I can't, then I'll go in with a small brush. But let's try this and see. I do like the Kourt K. You want to take it on a little brush though. So I'll probably just go in with like one layer first, and then I'll go in and layer up. So I'm obviously not going to do a big wing because I'm going to smoke it out at the edges, but for an eyeliner, I mean, a liquid lipstick works pretty well. Okay, so the eyeliner is pretty much done. I'm just going to go back in and take that angled brush again that I was going to use for my eyeliner, but I'm going to go in back to the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the color Love Letter, and I'm just going to kind of go over my eyeliner. These liquid lipsticks dry so fast, so you've got to work real quick. I'm just going to take my fluffy blending brush again. I'm going to go back in to Love Letter, dust off the excess, and I'm going to kind of slowly just blend it in. So I think I'll just place like that much there, and then I'll go in with a smaller brush and actually blend it. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm defs liking this. Okay, so let's go in with another brush, and let's just take some more and blend it up. And then just with a clean blending brush, I'm just going to go in and soften out the edges. We don't want no harsh eyeshadow lines. I'm just going to smoke out the edges. So I've just taken a Love Letter on that Flash ABH brush and gone on my lower lash line, and I've also brought it up to meet the top of the eyeshadow as well on both sides. If there is any like unblended bits of eyeshadow though, just go back in with your brush and just blend them together. Like, the more you blend, especially eyeshadow, the more seamless it's gonna look. So now that we are done with the eyeshadow, thank Jesus, we're gonna get rid of all this ugliness. So just taking a clean brush and wiping it all away. So I'm just going to be taking the Australis Banana powder on that same fluffy brush, and I'm going to brightening up under my eyes. Now I am just going to take the Amrezy Anastasia Beverley Hills, the mirror that I've obviously been using this whole video. I'm going to be taking this highlighter and just highlighting under my brow bone. Now I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes, and I want to take Champagne Truffle from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to just highlight my inner corners a little bit. For lashes today, I'm just going to be using the House of Lashes by Sephora collection lashes in the style Natalia. I just thought they were really nice, and like the look that this was inspired from, these lashes probably matched perfectly. I know these are not available in Australia. I did get these when I was overseas in the US, but I'm sure that we could find like an alternative. They are very pretty. I've been waiting for a time to use these. Like, I've been back from America for like 3 months and I'm like, oh, I don't want to open a new pair of lashes because they're just so pretty. But today I'm going to open these and I'm going to use these ones. So I'm just going to take my Better Than Sex mascara and just adhere the lashes together with my natural lashes and also coat the bottom ones. So I've added my lip color. I think it's pretty okay for this look. I do enjoy it. I do like it a lot. But I'm just going to go back in and highlight my face again because why not? So I'm just taking the Amrezy highlighter again. And yeah. We all know that I love a good nose highlight. So guys, that is the finished look. I do hope you did like this video. I am very, very happy with how this turned out. So of course, make sure you are following me on Instagram. If you want to see some close-ups of my eyes as well, head over to my Instagram and I'll definitely post some over there as well. If you want to see anything else on my channel, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions and ideas. I do have a lot of things planned, so I'm so excited for where this is going. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share with your family and friends. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye!